Hi Des, it's the 1st of March. We've got the last couple of weeks of the season. As it draws to a close, what should we target?
God, blimey. I tell you what, Max, you can pick it. Because at the end of the season, you know, right up from that 1st of March, probably the middle of February, almost every year from the middle of February, it just starts going a bit warmer. You just start to feel, even then, it might turn very wintry, but then there's those days when you think, spring ain't far away. And fish feel that as well. And fish start feeding. And the last month, never mind the 1st of March, the last month, that middle of February to the middle of March when it finishes, is great for everything. All the species are at the biggest. Perch are fantastic to catch, whether that be on lures or worms. You know, your roach fishing, whether it be casters or maggots. Your chub on the bread or boilers, and certainly your barb will come back into action again. Those barb are the biggest that you're going to catch them, because by the time June the 16th comes, there's every chance that most of them, and most years they've spawned out. Those are when they're at the biggest. If you're going to catch a 14 or a 15 possible fish out the 7, and certainly 13, 14 out the Y, that's when you're going to catch it. That last week, 2 weeks of the season. Zander fishing. Every year, those last 2 weeks producing monstrous fish. They're feeding. Whatever the species, just make sure you get out. If you're going to have a week's holiday and you fancy a week on the river in a year, then the week to have off is the last week of the season. Never mind the first week of June the 16th, have it the last week. Desi has more days fishing the last 2 weeks of the season on the river than any other week of the year. It's fantastic for everything.